Welcome to another episode of What If?, where we explore some of the most mind-blowing concepts and theories out there. Today, we're talking about the idea that we might all just be part of a giant experiment being conducted by aliens. This might sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but some experts believe that it's not outside the realm of possibility. In fact, some theories suggest that it's quite possible that we're being studied by extraterrestrial beings, and that our entire reality might just be an experiment to them. But what would this mean for us? If we're just part of a giant experiment being conducted by aliens, it would mean that our entire reality is just a controlled environment. It's important to note that there's no concrete evidence to suggest that we're being studied by aliens, and this is purely a theoretical concept. However, some experts believe that the idea is not outside the realm of possibility, and that it's worth considering the implications of such a scenario. If we are just part of a giant experiment being conducted by aliens, it would raise some pretty profound questions about our place in the universe. It would also mean that everything we know about the world and the universe could potentially be wrong, and that there could be much more out there than we currently understand. But what could the aliens be hoping to learn from this experiment? Some experts believe that they could be studying our behavior, or perhaps even trying to understand our evolution as a species. It's also possible that the experiment could be for their own entertainment, much like how we might observe animals in a zoo or study a pet in our own homes. However, there are also those who argue that the aliens conducting this experiment might not be benevolent at all. They could be using us as lab rats, testing different scenarios and conditions to see how we react. Or, they could be using the information they gather from the experiment to exploit us or manipulate our behavior in some way. It's also worth considering the possibility that we might not be the only ones being experimented on. It's possible that there are other civilizations out there who are also part of a similar experiment, or that we are all just part of a larger experiment being conducted by an even more advanced civilization. So what do you think? Is it possible that we're just part of a giant experiment being conducted by aliens? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in for more episodes of What If?, where we explore some of the most mind-blowing concepts and theories out there.